I don't know why I picked up the Tales games. I think I heard you talk about Symphonia at one point, and I'm like, hey, these are on sale. Why the heck not? I like RPGs.
Yeah, Symphonia was the first RPG I ever had. Like the first full shebang JRPG. Because anything before it was Kingdom Hearts.
Is Face My Fears as copyright happy as Sanctuary and
if it's a vocal track, it's copyright.
all right. Good to know.
There are three vocal tracks throughout the course of this game, so be prepared. One at the beginning, one at the end, and Frozen.
Oh, right. We actually have the full-length musical number of Let It Go, don't we?
And I hate it.
Why?
No other world in any Kingdom Hearts game has had the full-length music number.
Oh.
But because Frozen's got to be a special snowflake. Oh, this version's good. This one's instrumental. Although this is a really long opening.
Well,
wait,
hey,
are we live right now? I'm not actually here.
Yeah,
All right.
I hit live right before the cutscene started. Man, we've really just had an image of Spock and Luke Skywalker playing chess with each other, didn't we?
Yes. How did I live in a kingdom of thieves? Okay, I will stop.
I will admit, it's going to be kind of odd watching the actual opening for KH3 since I've seen the one with Lifelight more than I've seen the actual opening.
Oh, that Lifelight's replacing Kingdom Hearts 3's opening.
The Smash Ultimate
I mean,
song.
I like Lifelight as a song more than Face My Fears. Face My Fears is my least favorite Kingdom Hearts vocal track.
I think it's
I don't hate it, but it's my least favorite one of the four.
I think it's especially funny considering just how well it lined up. Like, as far as we know, this has been a plan the whole time.
Everything's just right. So if you're gonna think twice, baby.
Man, I've only been like paying partial attention, but I really like this. This is really neat.
Don't Think Twice. This is the instrumental version of Don't Think Twice, and that is probably tied with Simple and Clean for my favorite vocal track.
Really? Wow. I really enjoy yeah, suffering. Why do they gotta do us like this every time?
Pain and suffering.
God, anytime any one of the Days trio is on screen, you're either gonna facepalm at Axel or feel bad about Shion.
Or both. At the same time.
Dance water, Dan! I'm sorry, Cyx's face. He looked so freaking done.
I know it would have been a lot of work, but I do sort of wish they'd remastered all these cutscenes they're showing here in
oh my
the New Kingdom shader.
That would have been so cool.
They do remaster one thing that they just didn't need to, but they did anyway, and I'm glad they did.
Oh no.
It's the most meme-tastic thing they could have done. Vexen's evil eye face.
Really?
We have that in the new engine.
Oh my god. I like how with some of the villains, I legitimately react to them as potential threats, but with young Xehanort, I'm just this asshole. Like,
it's that guy that nobody's ever loved him before.
Oh man, we're actually gonna see him get destroyed in 4K. And Yeetus Vanitas. God dang. We're really going to see some absolute embarrassment from the 13 Darknesses, aren't we?
Yeah.
Like, Vanitas just never comes back to Monsters Inc. after that, right? He's just too embarrassed.
Well, that's the last cutscene in Monsters Inc. After that, everybody leaves.
Oh man, I'm excited to play this. Like, I'm very optimistic going into this one. Compared
I'm hoping
to-
since you haven't had nearly as long to wait for 3 as everyone else, you're not gonna go into this with some of the crazy expectations we had, and we're just gonna skip that arc with you.
I don't have
Oh,
crazy.
because everybody on
expectations.
Twitter had that arc when 3 first came out.
I just
Like
want
everybody
things-
loved Kingdom Hearts 3 for about 48 hours, and then the fighting began.
Oh, right. That's the.
Oh yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3 is dearly beloved. I like. If you want to give this a listen, go ahead, because oh, it's good.
Yeah. Like, wow. I think this is like. Is this my favorite Dearly Beloved? Because like I've always liked Dearly Beloved, but this is amazing.
Oh, it's really hard to pick my favorite, but when I bought Kingdom Hearts 3 the day I got it home from GameStop, and you guys were all over to just sort of hang out, I was actually kind of glad that you guys got sidetracked and whatever, because I was able to turn this on, and I literally had the menu on for 15 minutes just listening to Dearly Beloved in silence before you all got there.
Okay, so you said Proud, right?
Yeah, you're gonna want to do Proud mode for first. Standard is too easy. Proud, I think, is the best difficulty because Critical mode is not the difficulty mode you're going into for a casual playthrough. If you're going into Critical, it's because you want pain and suffering.
I almost forgot this isn't just a meme format. This is actually a thing.
Yeah, it's actually I love these. I hope these come back
I
in every
thought
Kingdom
for
Hearts game.
sure, for a solid little bit, that this was just a meme format. But no, they actually have a freaking...
I mean, it is a meme format, but it's a meme format because they did it for real.
It's straight up
No
Twitter.
Kingdom Hearts fan had this idea first. Overnight, this became a huge
my
meme
God.
format because of the loading screens in this game.
Why did Nomura say that this was perfect? Because it is. Like,
And I know that there's some ridiculous people who like hate these. There are mods for the PC version that just replace these with black screens.
what?
And I'm like, why?
This
They're
has-
so charming.
yeah, this is like a lot of heart. I would love to see like, you know how Tales of has skits?
Yeah.
I'd love to see something in a
I
Kingdom
wish
Hearts
more
game
games had skits, to be
where
honest.
you can like actually look at some of these posts and there's comments from some of the other characters or something.
Oh, yeah.
I would love that.
oh.
Like, Donald starts a flame war under one.
And now we begin easily the prettiest Kingdom Hearts game. Heck, this might be one of the prettiest games I've ever played, period.
Is Face My Fears about to start?
I think you got a little bit before Face My Fears.
Alright, because I gotta be ready with that mute button. 0.2 actually got copyrighted because of the song in the Hall of Mirrors, and that was unbelievable to me.
Ugh. Alright, so have you watched Union at all yet? Or finished Union, I mean.
I think I got about 2 hours into it.
Alright, well, there's nothing really much to talk about, but I'm trying to figure out how many eggshells to walk on around Union's story. You really gotta finish Union before you finish the last Disney World.
Alright. I mean, I figured out the Dream Eater thing without even
Have you
touching
heard of
Union.
the ancient Keyblade War? Huh? Of course I have. Long ago, Keyblade wielders waged a war over the ownership of light. Yeah, the Master's favorite story. I wonder what they planned on doing with Kingdom Hearts after making it appear.
To be honest, from what I've seen,
Who
I don't
knows?
think they really thought that far
I don't
ahead.
get why anyone would initiate a war. So,
Well, the foretellers
you know
didn't
the
even
Lost
really want
Masters.
Kingdom Hearts to appear. It was just sort of destiny, and they were stuck with it.
They're the ones who started the Keyblade War. Never heard of them. Where'd you hear about that? Or they're the ones for whom the war started. I'm not following you. You can drop the facade. Facade? On that land shall darkness prevail and light expire. A prospective Keyblade master should know this.
If you say so.
Okay, are they trying to be
The
mysterious
gazing eye
with
sees
them?
the fate of the world.
A little bit. The
The
chess
future
game is definitely supposed to be
It's already
symbolic.
been written.
I'm not going to get
Really?
into the theories
I'm
yet,
not so sure
because
about that.
I don't want to spoil the game
Besides, who's to say I can't
any
change
more
it?
than
And
you've already
maybe
been
light will
spoiled just
prevail.
by knowing
Osmosis?
me when it came out.
Pretty confident.
Yeah, I can't tell how many
But
of
things
the
aren't in your favor.
conclusions I've come to are me actually
Perhaps,
picking things
but
up,
unlike
or if I
darkness
picked
that
up
is more light
spoilers
than
through
meets the eye.
osmosis and think I figured
You
it
might be
out.
surprised.
Oh, I hope so.
I think, other than the fact that certain characters finally came back and I was happy about it, I don't think I've really talked too much about Kingdom Hearts 3, because the more mindfucky Kingdom Hearts shit is
Yep.
stuff that comes in the already existing games. To be honest, Kingdom Hearts 3 is pretty straightforward for the most part.
Awesome.
Except for one part at the end, but we'll get to that when we get to that.
I think I've been managing pretty well, even with some of the more seemingly convoluted games.
Well, I'd say 2 is probably
can
the
take
most
your world.
convoluted one, so...
They can take your heart, cut you loose from all you know. But if it's your
get ready
fate,
for your button.
Yep, I have it ready.
then every step forward will always be a step closer to home.
Do I actually have that able to be queued up? I'm actively checking my Stream Deck to see if I have it. Okay, I promise you it lines up way better than it should. Like... God, this opening is actually a pretty decent summary of the games, too. Is it... Well, yeah, isn't Skrillex in this? That's just noise, man. Like, no, I'm with you. This... If it had just been... If it had just been Utada... Heart palpitations? Oh. Well, now that is sea salt 4 ice cream. The ultimate fusion. Honestly, I would have loved if, like, if a token food item was added with every new Smash character, because Sora's would definitely be sea salt ice cream. Even... I would have loved that. That would have been fantastic. Yeah. This is fantastic right here. Why? Yeah, this isn't helping the case that Lifelight's a better Kingdom Hearts song. Because I've seen people try making that argument, and I can't really argue with them. Like, without the dubstep, it would stand a chance, absolutely. Maybe the credits version is better, like, Simple and Clean. What? What? Oh, well that's weird. Alright.
I told you there are 3 different vocal tracks in this game.
That's wild. And the one that's least deserving glares at Let It Go.
Yeah, why is that here?
Because Disney likes sucking off Frozen.
And Frozen, the worst part, and it's not even that it's Frozen is the reason. It's like the Frozen world's really boring because they were so overprotective of Frozen that they didn't let Tetsuya Nomura Kingdom Hearts it up. Like the entire movie happens off screen for Sora.
Oh hey, we're Kingdom Hearts 1 Sora again. There are 7 hearts to save. Thank you, Mickey. Got a little checklist for me? That'd be nice. Oh. Okay.
Enjoy HD Kingdom Hearts 1 Sora. It's the only time we're ever gonna see it.
One of the first mods they made was to let you do this, and KH2
Yeah.
Sora.
Well,
the
this
models
Kingdom
exist,
Hearts 1 Sora isn't even rigged to swing the Keyblade.
Really?
Like, all he can do is jump. Because he only exists here, so they didn't bother rigging him to do that.
Makes sense. He doesn't have access to any commands. But still, he does exist.
And you'll play all of Olympus as
Okay.
Kingdom Hearts 2 Sora, so Kingdom Hearts 2 Sora is fully rigged.
So how many people were nervous around mirrors after 0.2?
I didn't really see it as much of a meme.
Because I can imagine someone who did 0.2 immediately being cautious about the mirrors right here.
So
And
the
they
first
died.
2 questions are basically about do you want magic, defense, or strength the most? Both 2 questions are kind of in the same vein,
Mhm.
although it's not as straightforward as the older games where it's pick up the sword, the shield, or the staff. Like they're vaguer examples.
Okay, so
I like to pick the ones that have to do with magic in 3 because I love magic in Kingdom Hearts 3.
I mean, yeah, with my experience playing 0.2, and you said it's the same system, magic was...
Same system, but it's a little toned down.
Okay, so that'd be the mouse, right?
Yeah, I believe.
Wisdom, a sharp mind that'll grant you mastery. Yep, that sounds correct.
Yeah, so I think this one specifically gives you more MP.
Oh, duh, it said wisdom, as in wisdom form. I'm an idiot. Meaning, the strength one is probably valor, I suppose?
Maybe.
I didn't even think about that. That's cool.
I only really pick the strength one when I'm doing critical runs because magic is basically useless in critical.
They nerf it hard in critical mode? Oh,
You can only cast spells 3 times before you're out of MP and you're stuck in MP charge.
oh shit, I remember that fight. That was a very fun fight.
Unfortunately, nothing's gonna top it in this game, but there are some fights that come close.
I'll take that.
Although, most of them are Reminds DLC fights that are those really good fights.
Right. Okay, so we have Naminé, Roxas, and Dream Eaters.
I think the Dream Eaters is the magic one here.
Let me see. Mystic, Warrior, Guardian. Okay, so that's defense. That'd be strength, and this would be magic then. And you suggested magic for both, right?
Yeah, to be honest, I mean, that's what I would go with. You might have wished you'd picked another one when you get to Limit Cut, but you're not gonna encounter anything before Limit Cut that'll give you any shit.
Okay. You know what? Let's go for it. I know enough at this point to follow your advice when it comes to Kingdom Hearts stuff.
advice is for this.
Including
This is
playing the entire franchise.
like, do you want to play with lots of magic spamming, or do you want to play with lots of keyblade swinging?
I mean, both sound fun. Especially since
I mean,
sure
to be
there's a
honest,
ton of-
even with a magic build, keyblade swinging still gets the job done pretty good. An awful lot of finishers use your MP, your magic points as to determine how much damage they do. God, this game's pretty.
It really is. Oh,
Like, Final Fantasy VII Remake has the prettiest character models I've ever seen, but this game, just everything in this game is pretty. Whereas Final Fantasy VII Remake, a lot of the environments are kind of ugly.
well, isn't that the point for some of it?
No, I mean like low res.
Oh, the door. I know about the door.
They did fix the door, but there are still other things, even in Integrate, that they didn't fix.
Okay, this is cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm learning how to do things.
Just in case you never played a Kingdom Hearts game before, spam X to not die.
Oh hey, I actually have dodge roll. That's not gonna last, is it?
Yeah, they start you out with dodge roll.
They what?
I believe you have dodge roll and block right now.
You again? Why
Yeah,
is,
him again.
Why is he so shiny?
He 3-shots you on critical, by the way.
He what?
3-shots you. 3 hits and you're dead on critical.
Oh,
So right there, you would have been down to 1 HP.
do I already have air dash too? What?
Yes,
What on earth?
but you don't. But you don't have aerial recovery. There you go. You would have been dead right there. Every time I start a critical save, it takes me a good 3 or 4 tries to actually beat this guy.
I can imagine. Seriously, why is he so shimmery now?
Well, because this is specifically a dark side from the dream here.
Ah. So is like the logic of this to study Sora trying to put together his skills and brain after getting freaking wrecked by Xehanorts?
I guess.
I mean, that checks out in my head. Those do not do a damage to him, and I am disappointed.
It looks like they should.
Hey, fire
Oh wait,
and
I
water.
know the DLC is definitely not downloaded because it didn't give you the choice to choose a more difficult adventure. By the way, so you're stuck with attraction flow.
Can I just not use them?
You can, but the reaction commands are going to show up all the time, and you're probably going to press them on accident more than once.
Okay, so would I have to start a separate save file once Remind gets downloaded?
Must gather,
Basically,
acting
Frick.
now to rouse them from their slumber.
yeah. In order to,
This
it
before
basically counts as a challenge mode. That's
Your
what
mark
the
of
thing I'm telling you
mastery
was
exam
telling you to
was
use.
conducted in the hopes you would acquire the
Okay,
power
so
to
that's
I don't know, you
my
might
bad.
like attraction flow for all I know, and I wasn't gonna have you turn it off right straight away,
your grasp
because
of
like
the
you should try it.
human
You should see for yourself what I'm talking about before you kill it like I do. but
Furthermore, Xehanort
I kill it.
merely made you his vessel.
I think this game is a lot better balanced if you don't use them, because if you use them, this game suddenly way easier.
I suspect you have already noticed this.
Do you like not even use it for critical mode?
But first, you must regain.
No,
all
in
the
critical
strength
mode I use the critical converter, which is even
Perhaps
better
it is
than
foolish to
the
expect
just turn them off thing, because it
everyone
makes drive
to
forms more powerful.
absolutely vitally
Ooh.
perfect one power.
But yeah, I don't even use them on critical mode because, like, not only are they OP, but they're OP in the most boring way possible.
There's someone
'cause they
who
don't
lost
co-
his
they don't-
strength and found it
string into combos at all. They're just very kind of like flow motion actually. They're just sort of they do a lot of damage, but they're just
Got it.
they don't fit well into anything.
I see.
You can count on us to take care of Sora.
I think the only one I really like is Big Thunder Mountain and the teacups. And even then, I don't like them enough to use them all the time.
Oh,
I suppose is a good thing with Big Thunder Mountain, because
It's not a vacation.
you can only use it a couple times.
Let's go. Count on us.
All right.
You've
so
seen this cutscene
Yep.
before. Deja vu.
We literally just did this the other day.
I've seen this cutscene before. Deja vu.
Why do we always start with the basic ass gummy ship? Like, do we lose all those pieces too?
How are we supposed
I
to
mean,
get
Gummy
there
Editor's
now?
actually a little bit fun in this one. I haven't spent a lot of time on it, but I did actually make a gummy ship once.
Didn't Master Yen Sid say that Sora should trust the guy?
Okay, so who closed the lanes between then?
I think the idea is they closed themselves with no use or something.
Give me a break.
Okay, you know,
I'm
that kind of
trying.
makes sense.
These things take
Eric has
time.
specifically mentioned opening them for
Well, since
Terra
we've already been
and
before,
Aqua.
Why don't you try picturing our friends?
Yeah, I think the idea is they just close themselves after a while.
Okay.
Because it's unnatural to be able to go from world to world so easily.
Sorry. I
Actually,
got
yeah,
nothing.
you know what? That makes
What
sense.
did you expect?
They're basically ripping
Like
open a
heart
hole
beat
in
by
space
IT.
that heals itself.
What's that?
Master Yen Sid always said that.
He literally
Right
never
before
said
we
that.
went off on any of our real
But
important
whatever.
adventures.
We're going to pretend
Really?
it's the way the Force be with you from
Ring
here
a
on.
bell?
Yeah. I don't hate it, it's
Just
just
imagine.
really weird how they pretend it's always been
May
there.
my heart be my guiding key. I've got it.
I mean, not even mentioning the fact that Sora freaking loses all of his keychains after every game.
Yep.
All right. Olympus Coliseum, here we come.
Well, OG version of Kingdom Hearts 3 did not have Oathkeeper or Oblivion in it at all, so
That's infuriating.
yeah. To
Oh.
unlock Oathkeeper, you have to get every single lucky emblem and beat the game. And then when you start up a loaded file or enter Remind, you can then get Oathkeeper from the Moogle shop. Oblivion is similar, except you have to beat the game on critical to get
The
Oblivion.
planets were edging into perfect alignment. And the plan Hades devised 18 years ago was about to reach fruition. The Fates had predicted this very future, the day he would seize control of Olympus and rule over all the cosmos.
Hi, James
Hades'
Woods.
previous attempts, using Terra, Cloud, and Auron to advance his plans for conquest, had failed. The hour was
Always
not
forget
yet
it's
right.
pronounced Orin and not Aaron.
But now the planets were aligned, and nothing could possibly go wrong.
Okay, so
What could
he-
possibly go wrong?
So he was
Smashed
just
down from their
impatient.
celestial rank.
Basically.
One by one, Hades freed the Titans from their prison. Some of them.
Also,
same
like, supposedly all the
monstrosities
Titans
that
we've
Sora
faced
and
up
his
to this
friends
point have
had
been
already
fake
fought
Titans,
and
and these are the only real ones.
With both the Titans and
Right.
his longing for
I
vengeance
think you
against
mentioned that when I
Zeus
was playing too.
reinvigorated.
No,
It's something that's in the ultimatum and you wouldn't know at all from playing the games. I hope you enjoyed that Cloud statue. It's the only Final Fantasy character until Remind.
Ha! Get fricked, Cloud. Nah,
Oh, I suppose Aaron too.
I have nothing against Cloud, but I like memeing on him.
I miss there not being a Sephiroth fight in this game. It is probably the only gaping hole for me.
That's why Sakurai made his own, my dude.